Did you draft Ashton Jeanty in fantasy football this year? Well, let's talk about it. So, if you're a bit of a casual fan, a guy who kind of comes in and out with the football season, and you're not really paying attention to the offseason, you might not know who Ashton Jeanty is. So, I'm here to tell you that. Ashton Jeanty was the 6th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, drafted 6th overall by the Las Vegas Raiders. He's one of the most hyped running back prospects we've seen since Bijan Robinson 2 years ago and Saquon Barkley before that. Some people like to throw around the G word, generational, when it comes to Ashton Jeanty. I think that's a little much, but that's just me. So, to give you some background on Jeanty. Jeanty, in 2024, rushed for 2,601 yards, 29 touchdowns, and posted a 7.0 yards per carry while at Boise State. These are some great stats, and the most impressive of them being that 1,882 yards of Jeanty's 2,600 rushing yards came after contact, meaning that he's a great tackle breaker and has a great ability to extend plays and get those extra yards and touchdowns that you want to see in fantasy. Now, there are some questions about Jeanty. First of all, he played at Boise State in college. Boise State in the Mountain West, bit of a soft division. There's some questions about whether or not how that his game will transfer to the NFL, where every defense is at least, an elite NFL defense and probably better than any defense in college. There's also we saw this question most notably when Boise State had to play Penn State in the college football playoffs. Jeanty's efficiency dropped from its normal 7.0 for the most majority of the regular season to just 3.5. That's not great, and it begs the question of how Jeanty will play against an actual NFL defense. I do think it's important to note, though, that during that playoff game, Penn State realized they could just stack the box against Boise State because Boise State doesn't have a great passing game. So they just stacked the box and stopped Jeanty, and Boise State fell apart. So I don't really I think Jeanty will be able to be productive in an NFL offense, and I think he's going to be very productive in an NFL offense. He's on the Raiders, and their new head coach is Pete Carroll, and Pete Carroll loves to run the ball. So I think there's a good chance Jeanty could see upwards of 250 carries in his rookie year, and that he really could get integrated and hit the ground running in the NFL. And if he does this, we're looking at, right now he's RB5, 14th overall player. We're looking at some, possible, I think he could very easily return that top 5 RB status. And that's what you want to see. He's going at the top of the second round. Some people are taking him in the first, and I think that's not crazy. I think that there's a lot of hype around this guy for a good reason. And I think that he could very easily return great value to a team. So if you're a little skittish because he's a rookie, I understand that. But me personally, I'm giving him a B+ because, there's that risk of who is he as a player, we don't know. But I think that he's very easily going to return value, and I think he's going to be a very good pick this year.